Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here, and today we will be taking a look at City of Steam. This is a free-to-play browser-based MMORPG that is currently in the alpha, and I'm actually here with a few of the game's developers. If you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Okay, hi, I'm Dave. I'm one of the developers. I'm the lead designer, and I'm just here with Andrew and Gabriel. Go ahead, guys.
I'm Andrew, I'm marketing manager.
And I'm Gab. I'm the background laggy who does other stuff.
All right.
Yay!
Awesome. Really excited to be here with you guys. Excited to be taking a look at the game. And we're actually starting just after the game's tutorial. We have been brought to the City of Steam by this train. That's where our tutorial takes place. And yeah, we're just going to, in this video, take a look around the world. We'll be taking a look at the features that are currently available. And once again, please do keep in mind that this is in the alpha. Things are to be added. And I've heard good things about the alpha. I guess you guys have a lot in the game already, so I'm excited to take a look. So where are we going first?
Well, Andrew, you want to take it here? You have the plan.
Okay, so why don't we just head down here we'll pass by the Steam Toiler, head over to this sign over here, and one of the features that we have that's just small to get people around is a sign that's very interactive. You can mouse over the different locations and the hot points of this refuge that we're in, and we're going to head to one of the first dungeons.
If you go to the bottom row of things, if you mouse over, you'll see like old courtyard, sunken loads, the glut. If you see the dust yard, go ahead and click on it, and it will auto path you to the exact location.
That is really cool. That is really awesome. Wow.
One of the interesting things about this added feature was it was very organic in how it came about. We had a much bigger scene in an earlier kind of test, and people were getting lost. And, well, we should put signs in there. Wouldn't it be really awesome if they that? So it was an evolutionary process to where we are today.
And by the way, the people getting lost because of the large size of the location were not necessarily players, but ourselves.
All right, so we are here now in the dust yard. If you guys could just explain to me, this isn't like an instance, a dungeon, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and what's the story behind the dust yard? Why are we here? Skeletons? Why are we slaying these skeletons? Or why are they slaying me?
Well, the dust yard is the least fertile soil in all Nexus, and it's full of parts because it's just a huge dump of all sorts of different components and pieces. And a lot of your first level quests and low level quests will take you to this place in order to just farm for parts, repairing machines or doing little tasks like that.
Now, is that going to be like a crafting system for the game, collecting these parts and using them, or is this just story-driven, quest-driven?
Both, actually. All of the pieces of armor and the weapons that you can wield are all moddable, and those mods show up on the character outside. So when other people check your weapons out, they're actually seeing, if it's got two valves, a gauge, and 3 arcane coils on it, you know that, well, I know exactly what the weapon is, that kind of stuff.
Very cool. And of course, I have to mention this because taking a look at this game and knowing the fact that it's browser-based, so visually impressive, and I really just have to point that out because a lot of times when looking at a browser-based game, or when someone hears about a browser-based game, at least my initial impression is, it's probably going to be something small, like sort of like an iOS type game, like an Angry Birds or something. You don't really typically expect something that actually looks good, and it looks good. so maybe if you guys can just touch on that for a moment.
Well, one of the things that we thought is that there's just no technology limiting you from doing whatever you like in a browser. So why limit? And then we just figured that, okay, well, we can use all of the power of your hardware when we're running in a browser, and there's no limitation for people to get into the game. So we may as well just do that and make the best damn game ever in a browser.
There you go. And why don't we actually go ahead and briefly touch on the classes here. Now I'm playing the Mage style class, which is the Arcanist. And what else do we have here for classes in our party?
Gab?
Well, I am playing the totally not overpowered Channeler, which is the basic support healing type class with a couple of summons added in there.
He says that. He doesn't know the abilities got nerfed this weekend.
It didn't. Not the way I used them.
Loopholes in the system.
Okay. Although we have Warder, which is a melee class, a tank, and we also have Gunner, which is like a distance DPS class. I'm also playing an Arcanist because I didn't know what Force was playing. But luckily I chose a different discipline. My character is using the Lightning discipline, and Force is using Fire.
Which have completely different abilities. I mean, you can see like my number 1 ability here is this little cone damage heat wave. What's this? A half circle flame that causes knockback. There you go.
Bling. Tesla Tower.
Tesla Tower. What does that do?
It zaps bad guys when they come close. It's actually really useful at first level, I found.
All right.
It's like having a teammate.
Yeah? That's good because I don't have any friends, so maybe I should go Lightnings. I can play with someone. All right. Let's kill these blunderbuss wielding skeletons here. There we go.
I think I don't have any friends anymore because I play the totally not overpowered class.
I won't play with you anymore.
Nobody plays with you.
I wish I could exploit the salvage bug that we had last week.
Oh.
And then you would find out who's totally not overpowered.
Oh gosh, I'm dying. Okay, I got F for quick.
Run away, run away.
Is it F or R? Where's my health potion? F?
It
E,
should be
that's E.
Oh.
That is an E, not an F. Oh
There you
boy.
go.
Cut those gunners. Cut those gunners.
Are you guys dead?
Nope.
Oh, why aren't you helping? Because there's
Trailing
skeletons
you
destroying
very
me.
slowly. Yeah, we'll run around that block for a couple of times.
Oh,
get
man. It's no wonder I don't ever play with anyone. Because they're not helping at all. Oh.
Well, that could be at the side, not pretending I'm the. Oh, guys, you guys suck. I'm not even playing.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew.
I'm the silent observer. That's not so silent.
Holy crap. And you're a healer even, and you made me use a potion.
Actually, I'm supposed to be the healer, but right now I chose a more attack-based tree, so I don't have much support to give you guys.
Blind.
The selfish healer who refuses to heal.
I can help myself. That's about it.
Anyone's played Team Fortress 2, everyone knows this.
All right. Oh man. Well, I mean,
Okay,
go ahead. Let's see where we're going next.
I'm going to disappear. I'm going to let you guys clean up these skeletons for a second.
Okay.
Or not. And then I will use one of the other functions of our game to invite you to another instance.
Okay.
We have a kind of like a backup function. So, I mean, call for backup. Like when I'm in another dungeon and I'm being wailed on by a bunch of other bad guys, then I want to have my friends there as soon as possible so I can radio you guys and you guys can teleport to me. So I'll just do that right now, so you see how it works.
Okay. Now, is that like an easy thing to do? Is that channeled, or can you just you activate it and then people can just accept and come right to you?
Yeah, it's got a cooldown, so you can only do it like once every. Ooh, I don't know, but it works on level. So the higher level you are, the more times you can call.
Gotcha.
Ooh, you leveled up?
Thanks for leaving me with the unhelpful healer here.
Well, I didn't want to stick with him.
I don't blame you. All right, so we're just engaging some skeletons.
Notice how I'm saying nothing. I just keep playing. I'm having fun. I don't care.
He actually has healing ability, I bet, but he's not going to use it now.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't heal myself either.
Nice.
Why are you no heal?
So this is a little early level dungeon. I realize we're about to get teleported out, and but is this is just cleaning up skeletons, collecting parts. There's no boss fight or anything in this particular instance.
Some instances do have bosses, but this particular one, I don't think anything was put in there at this this low level yet.
Yeah. Okay, I see, and in the mini map I can see. So it's just a small little yard, and you said this is something players would continuously revisit to collect parts for various quests,
They
or
could, and then there would be other quests to bring you here.
Yes.
Right now, we just sort of jumped in and did what we wanted to, but the other reasons to come here as well.
Last week, Gab and I had people come here to farm for scrap because we did a stupid little activity where we got people.
It was awesome.
We had people to fetch for things, and fetch for dev.
We would just randomly say, "Get me this item," and then just have people run around trying to find them, like and frantically looking for the item, and then after they find the item, they have to look for us. So it's like a fetch / hide and seek type game, and it was pretty fun.
abusing your powers for evil.
The winner did still get they got a T-shirt, so we're not that horrible.
It's like you're
Yeah.
yeah, they got a T-shirt. You guys can play the alpha if you do everything I tell you to.
Hey, I watched that T-shirt. It was. I watched.
I
All right.
proved it myself.
So I'm gonna call for backup right now.
Alrighty.
It's one of the. I've gone to another dungeon called the Glut. Now this is a kind of dungeon that is very, very character building for low-level guys. Of course, it's a sewer. It's one of these things that all the low-level characters have to do is get their boots wet. So welcome. I'm gonna push this button.
Yep.
You guys are gonna tell me that you received something flashing on your little notification. Oh, FemGab, there you are. Welcome.
You should see next to Dave's.
Oh, there we go. Right next to Dave test. Okay.
Yep.
It'd be good if it just
We'll
popped
put a
up
sound
in
on
the
it
middle
later,
of
so-
my screen.
Oh, and
Okay.
here come the mobs.
So I am coming in the Glut, and you guys are obviously making this as awful of a situation as possible by pulling a bunch of mobs to where I am.
Yeah, of course. We want you to take the bait, and then we'll take all the rewards.
Okay, so trying to kill this scavenger. It looks like okay, maybe he's just still there on my screen.
We be devs right now, but we used to be, we still are major gamers, so we like to exploit people and
Right, grief.
we
Yeah.
get the best out of it.
Yeah. Occasionally you'll see a bit of desynchronization where a monster doesn't die on your screen, but he's dead on someone else's. It's one of those things that.
Well, it's
we're
alpha. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you have to expect stuff. This isn't even in beta. Just a reminder to everyone watching. It is the alpha build, so expect some jankiness time and again, and just keep that in mind. And I have to say, for an alpha though, this is pretty smooth. Combat's responsive. I'm clicking stuff and shit's happening, so that's a good thing.
Nice.
That's the right direction.
Right, it's a start. No, exactly, that's perfect. All right, so we are here in the Glut now. What was it, the boneyard that we were in before? Is that what was this called?
Dust yard.
Oh, the dust
Dust
yard.
yard.
Okay, so what's up here with the Glut? What's going on? Everyone's really hungry?
Well, everyone has a different quest on the Glut.
I see.
Well, if you go there, I mean, my character is a snobby elitist elf, and basically what I was told to do by my sort of superior, I guess, or more like my my other guide who follows me around. She told me to go in here and sabotage all the water pumps. Some other races have quests to go in and fix all the water pumps. And basically, it just depends on what kind of character you play and the choices that you make.
So I have some shoulders here, but I can't equip them in combat, it says.
Go ahead and press space to sheathe your weapons.
Okay.
And this will also cause you to reach health and steam faster. So when your weapons are out, if you're not doing anything else, you might as well sheathe them just to heal up.
Gotcha. Awesome. All right, so let me take a look here. The ones that I picked up had... Oh, I think they were worse.
And I picked up what looked like metal underpants, which is good.
Yeah, but don't show them off just yet, Dave, please.
Okay, I'll keep it under wraps.
All right, and let me ask you real quick here. So I'm mousing over something, and it's telling me the differences. Okay, I see 3 defense, and this one would have less armor, and less speed. What's the speed thing? Is that my movement speed?
Yes, that's your movement speed.
Okay.
So yeah, you can actually really get very fast characters. You can get Olympic sprinter characters, because one of the things we never liked about a lot of MMOs was that you always run so slow. I feel like it takes forever to get from A to B. That was also part of the city design. We just didn't want people crossing like the barren expanse to get to the next quest location. It was just boring. So city it is.
And I like that there's a whole bunch of flavor text with this with those that item there. It's like a little story behind it. It's just pretty interesting.
Oh, they won't be there in beta.
Oh, you're removing the interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we're just putting in some more stuff about items that will be cool for power gamers and players
for sure.
Yeah, so we found that our tooltips came out really big when we had both of them. So right now we're hiding things that are, that you might want to know, like, this has a special bonus and this type of armor only does this.
Yeah.
Just specifics.
Yeah, and that's the meat and potatoes that people want to know as well. All right, so there's a shield there. Is that something that I can use?
And by the way, this room we just came in, we came in through secret doors. If you look around enough, you'll find sometimes that there's just part of the wall that just doesn't quite fit, and if you click on it, it's actually access to a different area of the level.
Yeah, we went with locked doors, quest locked doors, secret doors, and secret quest locked doors.
We like to throw Easter eggs in there. We like to screw with our player base. I mean, we like them to have fun.
Let me ask you about the loot system real quick. How is loot work? Does something drop and we all see it, and then whoever picks it up first gets it?
Yes, right now it is all specific. It really depends if you have a quest or not, though. It's all general. Like everyone can grab, but when you have a quest, you only see your own quest drops. We might do that for classes later. It really depends how much it gets abused. Big Daddy Marshmallow. Oh, run away! Run away!
The healer died!
Oh my god, it's strong. Yeah.
And I noticed you just reappeared. How is that working?
Everybody starts off with 5 cardiotonic potions, or jabs in this case. That means 5 chances to respawn exactly at the place where you died. If you don't have any of those, you can use Electrum, which is our in-game currency, to do the same. Or if not, you can always respawn for free after a bit of waiting time, and that will take you. That won't give you any penalty or anything, but it will take you back to.
Well, the cardiotonics do also drop, so it's not like we want to pay to win or anything. So.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely typically an issue that a lot of people have with, or that's at least a concern that people have when they hear free to play. They're like, "Oh, can you pay to win?" Is there any insight you guys can provide onto how you plan to do things, or is that still in the works at the moment?
No, we are going to have a lot of options for fast travel, convenience, things that look awesome on your character. Some of our supporters, they when they buy a supporter pack that we offer, they get to design their own items in the game. So there's like a lot of options that people can use to just have a better, more full experience.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're going to put a lot of content behind a paywall, because usually people don't really like that. And we won't put character classes or races behind a paywall either, because it's just kind of unfair.
People always ask us why we haven't gone with a subscription model or anything in that regard, and it kind of goes against the whole idea of why we went with a browser-based game to begin with. We want to have the least amount of barrier to get in there, check out the game, and love it.
Keyword accessibility. Anybody can just jump in, play, and see if they like it.
Yeah, and I mean that seems like a very thematic thing in MMOs in general now. It seems like so many people are moving away from the subscription-based model with with obviously a few exceptions, but even some of the big names like Star Wars: The Old Republic recently announced that they're doing this whole big free-to-play thing now. So I mean, it seems like a pretty obvious direction, and looks like people in the West are catching on to the free-to-play thing.
Yeah. Well, put portals at the end of our dungeons so you can just get right back out, of course. We don't want you to run back to the entrance because it's just boring. So there you go. Now we're back in the glut, outside in the refuge.
All right. So nice little look at some of the two early on dungeons. Now, are those levels set? Are those things that will scale over time, or do you just have progressive dungeons for as you level, you do something different?
Well, right now there's no scaling on the levels in terms of difficulty or size.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because we aim to go a different route. We want to have just public PvP and PvE areas so that you can just go in and find someone that's your own weight or your own league, and if you want to really have a challenge that way. Otherwise, most of the dungeons are quest based, level based, so that you can find somewhere that's comfortable for you, and it's not good. I mean, if you've played a lot of games, you'll know the examples where you walked around in the wilderness and every goblin you ever met was a goblin warlord. Well, that just sucks to get those high-level powers, and you want to see what happens to low-level mobs when you rain destruction on them. And so,
right.
So we wanted to go with the idea that, when you beat this dungeon, it's not going to change. So when you come back here, you're going to feel awesome when you just destroy.
And, help power level your friends and stuff who are just starting the game or something along that.
Yeah.
All right.
That's true.
All right, so I guess where to next, rather than I was just staring at my inventory.
Why don't we head over to Meloan's Gate?
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to go to another scene. I'm going to take a detour through this here little inn. The inns are somewhere in every scene where you can
Is this a
just
detour I can take
quests. And yeah, you can take quests there to go and find and get objects. But the main quest lines of our game are accessed. Oh, I'll just stop here before we run that portal. The main quest lines of our game are split into categories. There's epic, there's regional, there's family-based stories, and there's the common dailies and once-onlys. But basically, the main story is carried by the family. You come here with some sort of family of your own. Mm-hmm. It might be, in your case, a family of about 20 goblins and their kids, because there's a lot of goblins. And you all kind of cram into this little house, and you have to keep everyone happy while you try to get out of the refuge, which is your end of your tutorial kind of newbie area, safe zone.
Okay, so I noticed, so this quest board, these are all the quests currently available. This isn't something where I have to go speak to individual NPCs. It's just all plastered right here on this board.
Yes, it'll just tell you these are all the ones you can take right now at your level. And if you looked at their name and clicked on their name, it'll run you straight to find them.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
One of the things we found is just too many NPCs in an MMO, and you can never keep track of who is where. And I always forget because, well, I forget a lot of things.
No, never.
All right, so we are heading through the portal.
Come on, Dave, you're awesome. You can do everything.
Now I notice on my character, I've got these two little weapons at my side. I've got this big weapon and the shield on my back. Is this just a visual representation? Do these come into play during combat at all? Because from what I've seen, I'm just using my skills independent of these items that I'm having. Is this just, again, just kind of meant as a visual representation of the things that I have equipped?
All of the items that you can see on you can be swapped back, can be swapped in and out for like a dual weapon style, weapon and shield style, or two-handed style on the fly when you're in combat. So we can try that next time we go into a dungeon. I'm just going to run right ahead here to show you this this bigger open scene, and yeah, we can do some of that.
Yeah, it was interesting because I see all the stuff that my guy's wearing, but I'm like, I don't think I've used any of it. It's just been chilling on my character.
Yeah, one of the things we really wanted to do was You know when you have a sword in one slot and you have a bow in another slot? Well, we don't have bows, but anyway. When you swap between them, it doesn't just magically appear in your hand. He puts it away and gets the other one out. And for us, that's kind of like a big step in realism that a lot of games just didn't embrace. But we think it's kind of important for this game, and it makes sense too that if you want to swap to your ranged weapon, you're going to lose a bit of time when you do that.
I have to admit, though, I'm a bit concerned that you guys are driving me to the pier here. Is this where I get thrown off into the depths below?
No,
Walk the plank.
for some reason I've drawn to the horizon. I'm sorry. I'm just okay. So let's choose a place where we can go. We can do a small quest to show you how the quest system works. It's quite standard for an MMO. So yeah.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of this pier area, though. I like the scenery there. Again, a testament to the visuals of this browser game.
Okay. Are you ready to do your part to help clean up Mellowin's Gate?
I don't know where the hell I am, so I guess so.
Did we just lose someone?
You still in, Dave?
Oh, there we go. Dave's right here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry, just had a downtime there. There's a refuge ranger who'll give you a quest there. You can take a quest from him. And, of course, our quest tracking arrows point the way to the objects that we need to find.
So should be talking to this harbor ranger here?
Yes, and he will tell you to go and kill mobs. This is a very original quest. I thought of it myself.
Harbor cleanup. Okay. Oh, and look at that little arrow pointed right around my character. So, I mean, you guys have really evidently worked here to guide players to where they need to go in this world, be it from clicking on the name and having your character physically be running to that spot, or just this arrow system, which it seems it's an interesting alternative to the a lot of times you'll see an arrow just pointed on the mini map that shows you the direction in respect to where you are. So instead I've got this little giant arrow.
We've received a lot of different feedback, and we've played around with the forced show you where to go, forced pathfinding, and we think this is a happy medium in between. And now we're jumping into the near scrap hills.
This is one of our favorite levels, by the way.
So can you I know we're a little bit of the way into the video here, but can you give the viewers a little bit of the backstory about the City of Steam? It started off with all these different races on a train being dumped off here, and I know you mentioned that our families are here as well. I know a lot of people kind of like the lore behind things, and this whole universe is based off of a book series. So like, why are we here, and I guess what are we doing?
Okay. I've got pretty good at this. Do you want the really short version? I guess.
Yeah, the short version is fine, just to give us some perspective as to the world that we're in and our purpose.
Okay. The world is a giant machine. There's no like globe or everything works off machines, and so machines are considered to be natural. What is unnatural is considered to be abominations of nature. So, if you turn yourself into a part bionic freak, then that's not as unnatural as perhaps hugging a tree. So that's one of the main important differences of this world. The whole world is mechanical. So mechanical
like basically anything like biological is like, ooh, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, there are no cockroaches in this place. There are only clock roaches. They're one of the most enemies that you'll fight. So a lot of these things like rust wolves, they're just naturally, just slightly mechanical in their, in their nature.
What about this grass?
So City of Steam. In fact, I think it infects you with tetanus.
Stay away from the foliage; it makes you sick.
I found a floating barrel. Look at it. Let's fix that one.
Someone's getting tired.
Oh, man.
So yeah, basically all the people who come to City of Steam are fleeing from the rest of the world, which is going to crap. The rest of the world is being attacked by swarms of different kinds of creatures that we made up, called brood or resin or trow or mechanthropy, which is a disease which makes people turn into mechanthropes, which are mechanical and kind of crazy. And you get to fight a lot of them and meet a lot of them. And some of the villains in the game are really based on these kind of creature types. So when you arrive in the refuge, you're not living in the glorious center of City of Steam, which is somewhere we're not going to visit today. But when you arrive in the city, you have to basically contest with other refugees who are just fleeing their home. And here we are doing things like running around, bashing large pot-bellied toiler kind of monsters in order to just make a living.
And save our families.
Yeah.
You need a
Next
motivation.
is
It's not about
basically
it's not
sorry,
about
go ahead.
the one. You have a background story. You have your own motivations to do it.
You're not the one yet.
You're not the one yet.
What?
But
Alright, so I'm collecting some stuff here, and I actually leveled up, so I picked up a second ability in Scorch, which is pretty interesting. It's a direct damage, and it also, I believe, inflicts weakness to fire on the target, so
nice.
something you'd want to open up with before you follow up with another flame attack. Now the leveling system in this game, what are you guys looking at? Do you guys know in terms of like max level how long that's going to take, and do you have content planned or fleshed out for that experience once people do hit max level?
During alpha, our max level is 30, and it takes about 20 hours to get to level 30. If you want to grind it and try and just power your way there, you can do it in less. I don't know if that's very fun, but you know, it's whatever you like, right?
Right.
You like kiting.
And there is PvP in this game as well. How is that working? How is that functioning? Is that something you can level up in? Is there a whole separate system with acquiring gear through that, or is this just kind of a fun beat some people up kind of thing?
There'll be different PvP modes. We're going to base it on how much time we have, because we're not Blizzard, right? I mean, we don't have infinite time to spend doing all the cool ideas that we have, but we're going to try and get as much in there as possible for PvP. A lot of different options, we hope, so that you can do different kinds of modes of battles against your friends. You know, things like capture the flag are things we'd love to do. Because the straight out one-on-one or team versus team, you know, it's cool, but it won't last forever.
Yeah. And this is pretty cool. You guys have this little vendor right in the middle of the instance here.
Yep, we have all those machines are nicely put there by the Walton Enterprise, a company who prides itself on providing access to these things anywhere. They only charge triple the price.
Oh, that's all? That's good.
So did you try switching your weapon loadouts there?
No, how is this? Let's see. I'm on dual weapons, and then I can do two-handed weapon. And now does this what is the difference between these different weapon loadouts?
So your two-handed weapon is big damage and a bit slower.
Oh, so it literally affects my spells then?
Yes.
Wow,
your two-handed weapons are always going to be slower and do more damage on single attack. So they're better at piercing armor. Your dual wielding, you can dual wield wands. That is to basically speed up your attacks, and it makes you just faster at running and faster at moving around as well. It's just like a light stance. And your defensive stance, of course, is your weapon shield, which is good for just getting out of the way of incoming attacks.
Are these hotkeyed, or is this something that I have to click on every time?
I don't think it's hotkeyed right now, no. Let me think.
Definitely something we can do.
I think no, it is. It's F.
F will cycle this?
Oh.
Okay, there you go. All right, so that is good. So I've got my spells. Like I've got my basic attack, and I've got my heat wave and my scorch, and switching these stances, these weapon selections affects those abilities or my basic attack.
All your abilities.
Wow, that's
Because
interesting.
yeah, when you switch to your larger weapon, if you look at the description, your staff is going to have a chance to sunder, and it's also going to have a chance to stun. But your wands are going to have a chance to slow, and they're going to deal less damage, but they have longer range. So there's trade-offs that you have to consider when you're taking on different types of bosses. At low levels, it won't really matter because the AI is rather samey and just kind of a little bit less tough on you. But when you get to higher levels, you'll be choosing these things and thinking, oh, what am I fighting in this level? I'm going to use this weapon and do this to it.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay,
I mean,
so
lower levels, people just kind of do whatever, but higher levels is where you really got to start thinking about like min-maxing and proper builds and stuff like that. So that's, at least generically, that's how it is.
Yeah, totally. I guess we should say something about our salvage system and our way of just building up gear and selling stuff and reforging your old stuff, because it's kind of like became one of the most fun parts of the game for me. Everything that you carry can be salvaged and reforged and taken apart and rebuilt into other things. So if you look at your equipped window, there's a little toggle down the bottom which will show you what you can do to all of your weapons. I don't know if you found it.
I don't believe I did. So I hit I to bring up the inventory. I see the equipped on the left-hand side, and you said there's a toggle.
And down the bottom, just by the combat bar.
You should see an arrow that you can, if you click on the arrow going up, it will pull up a menu where you can add mods, upgrade your weapon, salvage items.
On the equipped thing?
If you look above your
bottom of the screen.
Oh, okay. So the bottom.
We should make that button.
There it is. Okay. All right. So I can drop equipment in there. Let's see. Add or remove, merge, reforge, salvage, and augment. And so I put a item in here to see what would happen to it. Yeah,
that's right. So you can probably drag one of your weapons down there into that slot and just have a look at what it opens up in any of those.
All right, let me grab my two-handed staff and bring that down into there. Okay, and then it says, and then it gives me the option. So I'm under the add or remove mod, and then I put the two-handed weapon in there, and then it says drop a mod into the available slot list. So I can take a mod from my inventory then and just throw it in there.
Let's see, what have I got? Do I have a mod for you? I don't have a mod for your staff. I have a ring mod, and I have an armor mod.
Okay, I've got a few.
What about you?
Yeah, I've got a mod here for Rusty Armor Crown mod. I've got a mod for Rusty Gem of Accuracy. That's for rings. I've got a power cell.
Gems can be rusty.
Power cell mod for that's. I think that'll work. Okay.
Yeah, if you drag that down there and put it on the weapon.
All right, so it says I would lose steam, but I would gain random damage from that.
Yes.
So I'd lose.
So a lot of the things that take away from the maximum mana, basically.
This is really interesting. Yeah, I was wondering because I saw this crap in my inventory. I was like, what is all this mod stuff? So these are things you'll just acquire from playing the game, probably completing quests and stuff too, I assume.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then you can just mod, and all gear is moddable in the game. Yes,
everything that you can equip can be modded, including really rings and necklaces and things like that.
Oh, and it even shows up on the item. I noticed this little stupid little blue tube sticking out.
Your stuff. That's right.
That is cool. And now you're not wearing pants, so that's good there.
I'm sorry about that. I'm modding stuff, I swear.
Things just got a little weird.
Thank you.
All right, that's a very interesting system, and I notice there's a lot to it. There's the ability to merge mods. It says here. What is the reforging one?
Okay, so reforge is when you take your item and you basically just increase the base properties of the item. So you take it up to the next level of quality, as you increase that quality of the item, like right now it's rusty. If I reforged, it would be common. And it goes from worn to common. But if I reforged, I might open up another mod slot, so I could put more mods in it. So it's like your potential.
Yeah, and I see there's a whole bunch of requirements. I can't just reforge an item whenever.
Yeah.
And then the salvaging that will break down all mods on an item.
Mods are you can just drag them straight out. You can mod or unmod at your will. We don't charge you any money or premium currency for doing anything like that. Yeah, you can, but you can't salvage any of your modded equipment because we didn't want anyone to make a mistake.
Right.
Accidentally using their best sword.
Okay, so I can take any piece of equipment and salvage it, and that gives me a chance to receive a mod of that equipment type. Is that how it works? If I salvage a weapon, I get a mod for that weapon, or a chance to?
You get basic crafting materials, and you get chances to get mods.
Awesome.
And the better stuff you salvage, the better your chances are to get other cool stuff.
Okay, and then you also have, in addition to all this modding, there's also an augment system where I can take a weapon and a blueprint and a catalyst. And what type of thing is that going to do? That just enhances stats on the weapons or items?
Okay, the blueprints will give you a number of random properties on this item. So you might get plus 10 ice damage, and then your weapon's always going to do an extra 10 ice damage on every hit. And every time you use a blueprint, it just re-rolls all of those random properties. And of course, there's a blueprint Mark 1, there's a blueprint Mark 2, Mark 3, which give you just more and more different types of random properties.
Very cool. Wow, we just had an in-depth discussion about the crafting system. That's good.
Yeah, we thought actual crafting in an age where things are manufactured would be a bit weird because you need a factory to do it. So we thought it'd be better to go with like mods and tinkering kind of.
Yeah, I like that. I like that little twist on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so maybe we should show you something else. What do you got in mind, Gab? Andrew, you've done a few of these that I haven't done, so...
We've been overground so far. We can go to somewhere that's underground. We can maybe go around and see other parts of the city, depending.
You can go to a tower.
We could go to a tower.
That sounds exciting.
You want to go fight a mini-boss?
Yeah, bosses are good, too.
We'll probably die on the way up there, but you can try.
All right.
Are you guys talking about Mellowin's Gate?
Oh, yes.
Oh, sorry, the Harbor Watch.
Yep. Are you heading there?
Yes, I used the transport system, the Myth Hub, to go back to town. So we have this short-range teleport system to help you. But you can also just use a free 10-minute cooldown back to city teleportation, which is on your mini-map. Mm-hmm. It's got a little town icon, and you can just click that to go straight back to the square that you last.
City scene. I see that.
Yes.
We'll change that little typo there, by the way.
Back to last city scene. 10 minutes cooldown for emergency use only. 0 minutes until ready. I don't see a typo.
My nights.
My nights.
My nights.
All right, let's see here.
All right, let's have a look at the sign and look for Mellowin's Watch.
There it is, the Refuge, Mellowin's Watch. Oh wait, going to the Refuge. Yep. Is that the right one? Yeah.
As long as it's Mellowin's Watch, it should be fine. Although my pathfinding is not saying different side.
Mine seems to be working. It's going there fine.
Okay, I'll be right behind you.
You just encountered the NPC of the marketplace.
Yeah, I ran into the marketplace NPC.
All right.
Oh.
There's Mellowin's Watch. There it is. Okay. All right, and I'm walking into a building, so.
Yeah, I had the same problem. Go to the next sign after the marketplace.
All right. So these signs will be scattered throughout the town.
Oh yeah, there's signs everywhere. So even if you do get lost, you shouldn't be too far from much further than 5 meters from the nearest sign.
Now, everything we've seen so far, this appears to be the central hub of the game. Are there other similar hubs, or is everything taking place out of this particular city in the game?
Everything will take place in City of Steam, in Nexus, but there are a lot of smaller areas that are just for you to explore. We also have some hubs which are just dangerous, and they have monsters roaming around in them, but not in the alpha. When you graduate to a big next tier of the gameplay and want to actually change what you're focusing on, when you hit your mid levels, you're like, okay, now I have these new systems introduced. I want to be around people who are also using those systems. So then we graduate you to a new big hub. And right now we only really have a couple. So.
Oh God, I'm all alone.
There I am.
All right.
Can you see me?
Are we in the same? Am I even in the right area? I'm killing some zombie things here and a bug.
Oh, I was looking at. I thought you were Gab. We were waiting outside. You must have gone in first.
Oh, I'm at Mellowin's gate. I'm inside of Mellowin's watch right now.
Are you killing zombies and a bug? Okay, you're in a tower, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this where I'm supposed to be?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, I'm dead. All right, let's hit E here to try to.
Sorry about that. We got distracted. We're right behind you. Use a cardio tonic if you have one.
Yeah, I healed myself up. And these guys still gonna chase me around because they hate me.
Did you go up a level or down a level? Oh, there they are. Found them.
Okay, good. I'm alive. We're good. All right.
No thanks to healing.
Yeah. Screw you guys. I'm going on my own.
Alright, got the bugs here. So these materials, these are the same ones that we collected in the first little dungeon, or it's the same type of thing that's used for... Now, again, we just took a look at the modding system. The materials, so they're not used for crafting, or can you also craft, build weapons and gear and stuff with materials?
Oh, for building from scratch, we are going to do something, but we're not doing it right yet because we just don't know what the how much that's going to change the flow of gameplay. Because we kind of like the way you can do it on the fly. If you always have to return to the city, and then it might just break up that flow of
Some people just don't like to walk up to that workbench and work away.
Yeah, yeah.
Did this work? No. Did this work? Oh.
Yeah.
Cool, I got a new ability.
Oh, you just broke that table.
No. Oh, kicking anything in sight is always fun.
Screw swords. Kicking.
Alright.
Actually, yeah, you could just area affect those barrels. You have some big AoE abilities.
Right,
anyway, there's
yeah.
a portal trapped under some rubble over on the other side with stairs going up. I'll go up and get attacked, and then you guys can just follow.
Okay. So, alright, so I noticed that there's the little path at the staircase. And there we go. Second floor.
And if Dave does die, I don't take any blame whatsoever.
Never. I'm not going to die.
He did run up
Ooh.
all by himself, all Leroy Jenkins style, so.
Pretty much.
Dave tests?
We're probably going to change the way potions work, but because you have to carry a lot of them, and I think that's annoying. But that's another story. Oh, a blueprint. You have to. No. Gab, give it back to him.
But okay, fine. Trade.
Yeah, he shows us.
Okay.
That's a blueprint. That's a really good drop.
I did that on purpose to show him how trade works.
So this is the trade system, and I now have a blueprint for MK2X, And then
Go
what,
ahead
lock?
and confirm.
Oh, so is this to stop shenanigans from occurring? A lock
Yep.
and confirm system?
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Shenanigans or shenanigans. I don't know how to spell that properly yet.
Shenanigans.
All right, so I could. Well, you know what? I guess it doesn't matter right now because I don't have a. I need something else besides. I need a catalyst too. I don't know if I have one of those.
Oh no, catalysts are just something that's extra rare, which you can drop and you can improve your whatever you do.
Okay. All right. So let me. Let's throw this in. Throw in a blueprint, which adds 2 random properties to the item, and then a hit blueprint, and then. Oh no! I lost the blueprint. It said. Did I fail
Yeah,
it?
that's true. You should have random properties.
Okay.
Yeah, we should probably make that red. I mean, you did lose an item technically. You used an item, so.
Right.
We're trying to fix those system messages. It should probably tell you used an item, not lost.
What? Where'd it go? Did it fall on the ground? Okay. And what are these storage devices? I noticed this in the last one as well. Is this
Well,
just like
those-
a backpack or something?
I just found out that one doesn't work, so I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I
but,
noticed.
yeah.
But basically,
There's a huge underground vault somewhere full of dwarves, and they store your items, and you have to pay for it.
So this is like a series
just-
of. This is a series of tubes that directs my items to the dwarves.
Well, it directs them to your account, to your basic storage. So, having a warehouse or a magical chest that somehow follows you around to every city that you go into, we thought was weird and way too common in games. So our chest doesn't magically follows you around. The dwarves just send it through the steam pipes to wherever you want to ship it.
Now I'm surprised that all these zombies and spiders aren't why would he not destroy this storage tank? Dude, they must be too stupid to realize that it provides great benefit to us. That must be the reason.
It's tough and dwarven build, so it'd be pretty hard for
right. It was forged in the mountains of the dwarves.
They never tried to kick it.
Yeah, if we kicked it, the adults would.
I didn't understand you guys at all. If they kick it, how do they withdraw their own items?
All right, so we have two choices this time. We can go upstairs or through that door. Which way?
Through the door will take us to
Fun.
bit of fun. Yeah.
All right.
You first, Dave.
Perfectly peaceful area.
Nice and calm and serene. I have a feeling you guys are lying to me. I don't know what it is.
Talk.
No, never.
All right. So we're gonna go through a second loading screen for this. A little countdown timer.
Yep.
And here I am. Why did I go in first? That is the question of the day. All right.
Because you are brave and helpful to our cause.
I'm gonna die.
You're the tank.
I don't remember.
Oh,
So
wow.
oh gosh, that is close. I
The staff.
do not live very long. Hey, I'm dead. All right, so I died. Yeah, this is good. We can take a look at the
You
screen
can use
here.
the cargo.
So I can resurrect right away, or I can wait 20 seconds. So you said you start off with 5 potions. I just used one of those potions.
And they drop, so you can get them elsewhere. We might sell them in a shop too, but
Whee!
But otherwise, I mean, you just respawn right where you die. There's no like corpse running or anything like that.
Oh yeah, I really don't like that in games. Oh my god, another blueprint. But this time I will give it to Gab in exchange for healing.
That's
Oh.
You'll have to wait till I reach level 10 to get that tree.
all right.
Okay, so which way are we? Which boss are we going to?
Oh, there's a whole couple doors here and a
It
staircase.
should be. I don't remember. This changed. This changed since last time. I'm not sure how to get to boss that we're trying to get to right now.
Well, second floor
could,
recommends level 7+.
Cool.
Ugh.
Doors either.
Nope.
I don't want to go to this door. I think it's the door.
Okay,
It's gotta be
but we came in the door. No, we came in the door.
Two doors. There's
Oh,
two doors.
There's too many doors.
both
And
lead
there's
outside.
okay. All right. I think this,
Okay, no, he was right. He was right. It is this door.
this is the one.
It is?
To Tower 3.
Tower 3.
Oh, what the? Okay. He is large and frightening. And he is aggroed right on that little thing he got there. Happy to see that my knockback actually works against bosses. That's good. Cause,
yeah, it depends on the size of the boss. Sometimes it doesn't, but that one.
I mean...
It always works against players. Hey, Gav. Stop.
Let's see here. Got some shoulders.
Okay, I'll go aggro the boss at that Tesla tower on the next level, shall I? I'm pretty sure there's like something mean. I think there's a Medusa up here or something.
Alright, coming up the stairs.
Oh, wow.
This is a perfect place to start.
Yeah.
What the? I don't know why I'm still surprised.
Mutant zombies are natural.
Yes. If they are natural, therefore they're evil. Kill with fire.
Alright, so we're working our way through this tower. Ooh, nice little shiny weapon dropped here. Pole arm.
Actually,
Physical endurance.
I believe this is the top.
Oh yes, right. There's no more staircase going up.
So you'll see this drop here is red because it doesn't suit any of us. Oh no, Gab picked it up. Okay, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I noticed that was red. I wasn't sure if that was a different type of rarity or so. That just means not usable.
Yeah, it means you can't use it.
Gotcha.
Okay, so how about I think we'll just go back to town and we'll show you our marketplace system because that is something that's unusual for a game that is an MMO, and especially a browser MMO, I guess. The marketplace system is pretty comprehensive, and you can not only list items that you want to sell across the whole cluster of game logic servers, but you can also list buy orders.
All right. So let's see here.
I'm just going to run past and go to the sign and find the marketplace. So
there it is.
Arena. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's really cool to see. You have all these little side dungeons branching off, and I know that you mentioned that these things aren't scaling or anything when people level up. So I take it that means that as people progress through the levels, they have got their specific, dungeons that they are supposed to go to. So you guys have content for that up through the levels.
Yep. Yes. Yep. We have something like we have 9 races available now, male and female, 4 classes. And there are race quests and class quests, and there's an epic quest line that everyone follows. So the number of quests we have is really huge. You'd have to have played every single alpha weekend to have played all the content in the game. But for a single character, you can play one character's content in about 20 hours right now. So
we have 4 scenes available for the alpha weekend, and they all branch off into different levels. Up to level 30 is the level cap for alpha, and we'll be changing that as we go to CBT and OBT.
We basically have over 150 different unique levels right now, and that will of course be exponentially larger once we reach beta. But that's what we have for now.
Awesome. All right, so here's the marketplace. I noticed you've got you can list specific items, and then you've got sales and orders, my listings. So sales is where I'd look at other things that people have listed, I'm assuming.
Yep. Yeah. It's a pity we don't have anyone else playing right now.
I was going to say.
Realized there's nothing I can show you.
Yeah, it's cool though.
Unless I saw something for you, but that's kind of lame. So,
it's like open the server just for a white? Nothing.
Never mind.
So,
All right.
of course, our shops. our in-game shops are randomly generated every 20 minutes or so, and there's a couple of items on special every 20 minutes that you just won't be able to get next time. I can see there's a rusty Gatling gun in this shop. So even though it's rusty, it's pretty decent, and there's only one of those that you can get. And as you can see, some of the options, we have Electrum there in blue in the shop, because that reduces the amount of shillings you need to spend. So, it's part Electrum, part shillings, and then it just... help me out here with language, guys. But, yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Good things.
So, yeah.
Good things.
Electrum can't be exchanged for shillings, but it just makes it's convenient. Sometimes a random drop will come out, and you can spend Electrum to get it in a shop, and it's worse. Sometimes it'll come out to be better, but those options will just be there for people with Electrum. So it's more of a convenience thing.
Awesome, very cool. All right, so we've got the shops, we've got the marketplace. We took a look at some of the, I guess we'll just call it the PvE of the game, fighting through dungeons and that tower there. Is there anything in particular that you guys wanted to touch on before we wrap up this video in terms of the current state of the game, or maybe future plans for content? 'Cause the way I see it right now is, I'll make a character. I've got all these quests in town that I can complete, which are going to have me go to the various dungeons. Am I using the right terminology? Is that what you guys are referring to them as?
Yes, that's right.
Okay,
that works.
So I'll get these quests. I'll complete them by going to the various dungeons and collecting or killing whatnot. And then this is what I'm doing to level up. Are there any other systems in place for leveling? Is PvP meant to level, or is it going to be just a PvE grinding experience for that in that sense?
PvE and the quests will actually have a system of, we call it, a reputation. And basically, depending on, for your family quests, you can unlock abilities based on your reputation. But for the other quests and the PvP, you'll gain honor. And honor will unlock things that you can do in the arena, and things that you can do for some of the NPCs as well. So that's a lot of stuff that we're working on, and even talking about it, it's promises we can't guarantee, because it might just not work well, right? So one of the things we are definitely going to have, though, is in the beta version, is companies, because we think that guilds is a really important part of the game, and we want to do a really cool guild system. So we're working on companies right now.
Awesome, very cool. All right, well, that's pretty cool, and again, thank you guys for letting me take a look at this game. This video is actually being recorded just prior to your next big alpha weekend. Is this the fifth test, I believe you said?
Yeah, fourth.
Yes, fourth.
Yeah. Fourth. So you guys are about to open the floodgates and let some people test out the game. And of course, I'm really excited to going to be giving away some beta keys for that as well. So we'll get some people in there to check it out. Any, I guess, parting comments? Anything that we didn't touch on that you guys wanted to cover before we leave?
Well, I might just like to say, for this weekend, I'd like to welcome Congregate players. If they have a high enough level account, we're just going to welcome some Congregate players to try out the game for absolutely free and see how it works on that platform. And all of our regular players, of course, we're very, very happy to welcome back for this last weekend. Orcs and Hobgoblins are the newest, coolest quests that we have to offer, and there's a lot of content there to soak up.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks again, guys, so much for letting us take a look at this here. Pretty excited to follow along with its development. I'll probably be doing, not sure if we'll be able to get the chance to sit down together again. If so, great, but otherwise, I'll probably be taking another look at this as you guys add more features and we work our way through. So we're in the alpha. You've got the closed and open beta, obviously coming in the next steps in the process. And then any timeline right now in terms of official release, or is that just way too far out there?
Oh, it's not that far out there. I'd say that before the end of the year, we can have a version that we can publish. But, timing and depending on what else comes out, and who we have to compete with at the time, that's the main consideration.
Yeah, of course. And I know, obviously, as with anyone, delays are possible. Things come up, so yeah. Really cool, really cool. Well, thanks again, guys. Really appreciate you guys sitting down with me. And thank you guys so much for watching this. Hopefully you enjoyed this look at City of Steam. Stay tuned in the future. I'll likely be doing some more coverage as, once again, more things are added and things open up as they progress through the development. Thanks so much. If you like the content, please subscribe. And as always, keep watching and keep owning.